Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, today I rise to introduce a resolution encouraging United States support for strengthening democratic institutions and anti-corruption efforts in the Republic of Moldova. America and its allies are under renewed attack by an aggressive Russia that continues to employ Soviet-style political and economic warfare. Mr. Speaker, they are sowing discord and dissent whenever and wherever the opportunity presents itself. Without a doubt, Russia has set its sights on the frontline states of Eastern Europe. One such particularly vulnerable state is the Republic of Moldova. Moldova's strategic location between Russia and Ukraine makes its loyalty to the West increasingly significant. Also extremely problematic is the fact that Russia continues to violate borders and meddle in others' internal affairs. In 2014, nearly $1 billion with a B dollars, or 12% of Moldova's GDP, was stolen from three major Moldovan government banks. This banking scandal required the active involvement of a number of oligarchs and elected officials. Current members of the Moldovan government recently exposed just how susceptible Moldova is to the Russian evil empire influence, as I call it. This crime of the century not only touches financial institutions, Mr. Speaker, that are the world over, but also exemplifies a systematic pattern of the Russian bear's efforts to undermine the rule of law and empower local agents willing to do its bidding. There is no question that Eastern Europe is at the center of a geopolitical struggle that has consequences for Atlantic security for many generations to come. As the U.S. considers policies to counter the Russian bear's growing sphere of influence in Eastern and Southern Europe, as well as beyond the continent, we must not overlook the importance of a series of small countries that hang in the balance for our near and long-term geopolitical goals. American support for the rule of law, economic freedoms, transparency, and anti-corruption initiatives in Moldova and its neighborhood at this pivotal time in history will unquestionably pay dividends for years to come. We must also be considerate, Mr. Speaker, of just exactly what precedents we set today. Russian hegemony will not succeed if we help our allies in the East in their efforts to conduct free and fair elections. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, I urge all my colleagues in the House to join me in supporting the Moldova's efforts to rid themselves of Russia's corrupt and anti-democratic annex and influence. Please join me in efforts to add transparency and fortification to democratic and civil institutions within our ally and friend, the Republic of Moldova. Mr. Speaker, I yield back. You know I'm right.